Hey everybody, this is Scott from Cowboy Leather and Shoe Repair. Today I'm just going to make a quick little video. I don't believe I've done one. I'm going to take you on a tour of my new shop, which I've been in for a year now. But my old shop, I outgrew it, so I needed a bigger one, and I had a chance to buy out another leather shop. So we'll just take you around and show you what we've got and what we acquired. So let's just take a cruise around the shop and we'll show you what we got. We'll start right here. This is a Ferdinand industrial excuse me, stitching machine, harness, anything heavy. Excuse me. I run let's see, on this machine for thread I run 207 on the bottom, and I run 277. Sometimes I'll run 236, excuse me, 246. This machine here, this one I brought from my old shop. That one I bought about 2 years into doing leather work. I had one of those hand crank Chinese shoe patchers. Move around here. Here's the antique of the shop. You've probably seen it in some of my other videos. This is a Singer. This one is like 100 and some odd years old. Use that one right now for just patching insides of shoes, because it's got that long arm on it. That's a bigger machine than what your great grandmother had. It's Truttle. We got buckles, snaps, and hardware right there. Thread. That's a box of spur straps already cut out. Automatic riveter. That's a very handy tool to have. That gizmo is an edger. That's when I bought the shop. I got that came with the shop. The riveter that came when I purchased the leather shop. And there is the wall of clicker dies. I've got clicker dies up there for breast collars, purses, bags, you name it. I probably have a clicker die for it. And down there on the bottom, that's a purse. Slide the garbage can. I've got probably right now about 10 different styles of holsters. Most of them are cowboy holsters. I've got, let's see, that right there and that one are for making suspenders. Move over around here. There's some more clicker dies hanging on the back. That's a scrap pile. I use that to cut it up when I need small pieces. There's the clicker press. That is an antique. Some people say that would be a boat anchor, but that came out of a old shirt factory. That's a bigger motor we put on there. The motor that originally came on, it would punch through leather, but not very thick leather. I got that when I bought the leather shop out. There's more pieces, parts, scraps. There's bins down there full of all sorts of stuff that I've already cut out and set aside. It's an edger, hand crank. Move over here. That is a sole nailer used for nailing soles and heels on cowboy boots. I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit here. There you go. That's a handy thing. It drives, there's the roll of wire. It cuts itself, makes its own nails. And there's the machine we use for stitching soles on. You can also use it for sewing up holsters too. I've done that before when my other machine was down. That's a very handy machine to have. That machine, that's for boots, cowboy boots, work boots. And we move over here, and that's what they call a Cinderella. That same machine, auto solar. That's for women's shoes. That's for lighter work. That's a hand heel press used for pressing on shoe and boot heels. Everybody that's done leather work should know what that is. That's a 5-in-1. Why they call it a 5-in-1, I have no clue, but that's what it is. I can, let's see, this up here, that's for crimping, and these two wheels right here, that's for skiving. That's leather cutting end of it. Some people even call that a pattern cutter. That's just scrap stuff. I don't throw that away because every once in a while I run across a small pair of ladies' high heels that needs a small piece of rubber, and I just dig through that pile. That's a collection of whatnot there. That's hardware, snaps, all sorts of good stuff. If you're going to do business, you should have some hardware laying around. Extra belts for the grinder. That's a heel nailer. Call it a heel wheel. You put the boot, run this inside the shaft of the boot. Put your nails in these holes, run that down, and it pushes the nails through the heels and crimps them. Now I'm going to turn you sideways here. And this is a shoe finisher. You've got different functions. Use this one for polishing, this one for varnishing, and also edging. That's brown, this is black, and that's for just buffing stuff up. That's to get the dust and dirt off of boots. This down here is a varnisher. I've got 3 or 4 different wheels. That's a thread puller when you do shoes. This whole machine is a very handy thing. That's 3-inch, that's 2-inch, that's for grinding and touching up heels, edgers. Now this machine, I not only use it for doing shoes, I use it for doing holsters and stuff like that. It makes a nice even edge. It's got a sander up here. I use that sander quite a bit for sanding edges of holsters, bags, and whatnot. Air compressor, shoe soles, more leather, shoe stand. Now here's something I want to show, and there we go, skiver. Now that is what I call a poor man's clicker press. I got that at Harbor Freight. It's a 12-ton press. It's great for someone just starting out. Yeah, you got to use a little bit of elbow grease, but it clicks through leather with no problem. That's where I stash all my leather, cutting table, and collection junk collector. Shelves. This shelves got patterns, it's got hardware, buckles, snaps, screws, you name it. All these shelves full of stuff I acquired when I bought the leather shop out. And just, you know, I was lucky enough to fall into that. And there's just a lot of the stuff I've probably shown. You've seen me make some of that. Holsters, motorcycle bags, construction. There's a horse tack, purses, whatnot, back cinches. Now that is jewelry made out of the scraps that I generate. It's made by my daughter at Rose Garden Jewelry. If anybody sees anything that you like, contact me and we will set you up. All right, well, that's just a quick around the shop. All right, that's just a quick around the shop world tour, free of charge. But that's what we do. That's what we got. That's what I think 14 years of collecting and saving and putting my money into buying new equipment, upgrading. I didn't start out with all this equipment. I just started out with a box cutter, hammer, and a few tools, and built myself up to a pretty decent sized shop with a lot of equipment that use and handy. All right, end of this video. If you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Cowboy out. Bye now.